Explanation needs to be done, and it has to be very candid, because there is a feeling that religion kind of keeps quiet on real life situations. For instance, you know, when young people are questioning if this God is all-knowing and all-powerful, why is he allowing certain incidences to happen? You know, things like wars, things like droughts and famine, you know, things like some sort of crimes that happen, you know, when a 6-month-old baby has been molested by a relative. Why is that being allowed? And I think those are the questions that come in when they're trying to balance what to believe and what not to believe in. But I'm also curious about the real structures that we have in our institutions that allow for this kind of dialogue that we are talking about. Because for churches, I know on Sundays you would go to church and the pastor would be preaching. But what kind of environment are we creating to allow for these intimate dialogues? You talked about Bible studies, you talked about madrasa, but have they helped? What else needs to be done? Do we need to evolve with times as well? Does religion need to have a pro-max of some sort to be able to fit in with the generations and the lifestyle changes that we're experiencing right now? I think those are many questions.
Wow.
Let's start with you, Sue.
I just want to echo what Sheikh has said, that because of the influence of the internet and the world becoming a global village, then there's a lot of borrowing, there's a lot of copycat, such that the young people want to do things the way Americans do, you South Africans do. There's a lot of copycat. People are not original. And when you have a lack of identity, and the best identity comes from God, you don't have a good foundation of your faith, then that's why you find yourself, you know, being swayed from one thing to another. But I want to say again, I still want to go back to the parents. Parents play a very big role in the making of the faith of a child. Remember, this child is actually, you are the hero to the child. So whatever you tell this child and they see your conviction, that's what they're gonna follow. And so parents, we have a big role. But unfortunately, we have left everything to the teachers. We have left everything to their age mates. And so they tend to think that they don't need God because they have success. And success is in materialism. But there's that vacuum in a person. Most of the people who have committed suicide in this world are the most richest and the most known people. Why? There is a vacuum in a man that if you don't have a personal relationship with God, you still feel empty. You get it? Even people with money, people with whatever we may think we want to have it, destination sickness. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to say, the day I'll finish school and I'm employed and I'm working in a hospital treating the patient, I really feel contented. I am there now for almost over 30 years. I've never gotten contented. I said, if I get a children, get a husband, nitakuwa nimefika, sijawahi fika. So I said, oh God, when I buy a big car, build a big house, those things have come. I'm still not contented. So when you don't have, you tend to think what you don't have is your destination. When you get it, you find no, you are not still full. Why? The vacuum that we are talking about. There's a deity, there's a superpower that should lead your mind, lead your character, lead your way of talking. And I want to say that, as Sheikh is saying, religion shapes us. I don't think if it were not for Christianity, I think I would be a very toxic woman because of the environment that I grew in. But when I got the word, I found love, I found patience, kindness, you know, and I started practicing small. And today I'm a totally changed person. So if I never got any knowledge that talked about who God is, then I don't think I would be today the woman I am. So much more as we wish to be rich and have all these good things, go have cars, Lamborghini, have a yacht, you know, these things that are physical. Nothing. And I want to say absolutely nothing, Wakeo, can satisfy a man if you don't have a personal relationship with God. And I'm saying this because I've lived many years and I know and I've met many people. There is always a vacuum. And so much more as our young people are saying, they don't know, they want to be, they are even not, it's like being atheist. They don't want to believe in any religion because they are more to science. Science is more things that you see. But remember, though we have never seen God, He exists. And why do all these evil things happen? Because of the disobedience of man. Remember, God has given man and woman the mandate to subdue, to dominate, to rule the world. So if you don't have God leading your mind, you can also do the opposite, depending with the influence that you have at the platform that God has given you.
Sheikh,
So
is now itching to add on to that.
And so it's very important. Oh, yes.